Earth is now officially orbiting with a second moon. What are the karmic implications of this cosmic event? As astrologers, we are very limited with the data that we're working with, as this is brand new and we're learning as we go. Arjuna, the asteroid, is going to be orbiting Earth from September 29 to November 25th. That is a total of 57 days that we're going to have a foreign new neighbor. To be clear, Arjuna is not exactly another moon, as it does not carry the properties of our moon, but it is considered an asteroid coming from the Arjuna belt. Astronomically, it has been named Asteroid 2024 PT5. This asteroid is really tiny, temporary, and not visible through the naked eye. Now let's get into the esoteric codings. Arjuna asteroid has been named after a legendary warrior in the Hindu epic. I'm going to name it right here because I don't know how to say this name, forgive me. Arjuna is the son of the storm god Indra. Hold on to that, we're going to use that later. This demigod is known for their courage, strength, humility, intelligence, wisdom, commitment to truth, and justice through karma. It's said to represent the spiritual warfare that a human being encounters, and how in certain situations you are needing to draw out of trust and faith that you are spiritually taken care of. Some of the symbols that represent Arjuna are arches, forest, and spears. Keep that in mind. This mythology is mimicking the idea of Chiron in Aries to the T. We know that we currently have Chiron in Aries in the heavens, and this is the wound of identity, healing through anger, masculinity, and creating a sense of self that is empowered and willful. All of us collectively right now are healing through identity wounds and insecurities that we may not be conscious of, but can feel around us. But given that the north node of spiritual growth is also in Aries, is very supportive of us having some form of breakthrough within our sense of will and how we defend ourselves. Very heroic. The lens of numerology, we're going to have this mini moon for 57 days, which comes down to the number 3, which to me is talking about third-party interventions. There's a feeling of us not being alone and being interrupted by a third entity. Now, I think this is why we're having so many rumors around this specific mini moon being a spacecraft that's hiding as an alien spaceship, because the numerology is implying that there is a triangle here. There is another party revealing itself to us. Now, the rest of this is pure observation and research of what life has been like since September 29 and what has come up. These are correlations that I have found, but this is inconclusive research as this is still developing. Of course, I will keep you updated, but follow me with this. Arjuna is the son of the storm god Indra. Whenever we have philosophy or ideology of Indra accentuated, we can expect to see water and floods and storms take place on Earth. And as we know, Storm Helene has taken over Asheville and put the city completely underwater. This is a highly unusual weather pattern for the state of North Carolina. More specifically, it has absolutely flooded the Vanderbilt Village, which is an extension of the historic Vanderbilt Estate. And in case you didn't know, the Vanderbilt Estate is responsible for the birthplace of American forestry. Storm Helene has also affected the railroad tracks in North Carolina, which is taking me into my next big rabbit hole. Now, in current world news, Indra, one of the leading global technology and consulting companies, has been awarded a contract by the North Carolina Turnpike authorities to implement its state-of-the-art tolling technology, meaning that we are at the early stages of witnessing road tolls being controlled completely by AI. In tracking Indra mythology on the world stage, we come to this repair ship built by the US Navy during World War II. It's known to have been named as Indra, the god of weather and war, and it is one of 3 ships, the second one named Krishna and the third one Varuna, which is all after the Hindu deities. That takes us back to the story of Arjuna. Now the cherry on top. This ship was actually sunk in an artificial reef off the coast of North Carolina, and that is where it sits today. That was a lot, and I honestly have to say that I reached out to my astrological mentors and esoteric guides to put all this together. Now, I honestly think that the second moon is going to bring a lot of pattern interruption into our lives. It is going to naturally interrupt Earth's orbit and the rhythm that it's in, and therefore it's going to affect us. I want to say that this is going to be, for the average person, subconscious, more emotional. Definitely pay attention to your dreams, and it is a lot about psychic building. But for the world stage, I do see a lot of physical terrain changes happening with the land that we are currently in. Now, truthfully, a lot can happen in 57 days. We also have to consider that Pluto is still retrograde at 29 degrees of Capricorn, bringing massive change in leadership. Historically, 2 moons has been known to cause changes in leadership and in who is ruling at the time. And so all signals are pointing to massive leadership changes. And before you leave here scared, I want to tell you that I am personally excited for all of this. I think the world is ready for change. We are ready to see change, and we're also prepared to live through change. It is not a mistake that you and I are alive during these times. Our souls are prepared to see and experience everything we will, as we have contracted that by being alive at this time. So I don't want anybody to feel like this is something scary. You should actually be very excited, as this is one of the things that you came on earth to do and see. If you want to take it a step further, the best thing that you could do during massive universal changes is to ground yourself where you are now. Root yourself in your home, in your goals, in your values as a person. Accentuate your gifts and your talents, and this will also always keep you not only safe but secure and abundant, regardless of the situation that is at hand. Those are your gifts from being a divine human being. And all my lights are turning off right now. I wish you guys could see it. We'll be keeping an eye on this more closely. I will be giving you updates as I see them. Let me know what your thoughts are. How do you feel about this information? Does it resonate with you? What do you think? My name is Bria Samay. I'm a karmic astrologer. And if you have any questions, drop them into the chat.